Paulie Packs. All right, you got another box of vintage. Again, this is coming from the Bob collection. He had a whole bunch of, he had bins and bins of boxes, and Wax Packs and I were going through them. So this was another one I took out. Saw this 1978, 1979 baseball incomplete. I don't even think it was a set. I think it was just, I saw that, I thought maybe, all right, if even there's commons in there, there's a lot of good stuff in there. I mean, you guys have seen it for the past, I don't know, what's it been, month? Maybe more? I mean, I've been putting out nothing but vintage, right? It's been all vintage on this stuff all the time. So if you were looking for some modern things or whatever, sorry, haven't had that in a while. So, all right, let's see what he got here though. Oh, okay, maybe he was trying to put together this set. All right, so this is weird. All right, so this is the 78 baseball and 79 baseball. So it looks like these are the ones that he's missing for 79, which I would say are all the stars. Mike Schmidt, Lou Brock, Gary Carter, Andre Dawson, Johnny Bench, George Foster, Joe Morgan, Pete Rose. So basically all the big guys, Ozzie Smith, Dave Winfield. Unless these are the stars, but I would doubt. George Brett rookie. That doesn't make sense. That's 1975. Oh, George Brett KC. I thought it said RC. So yeah, so it looks like this would be full of minor stars if those are the ones he's missing. Same thing here. These are the ones he's missing, or this is maybe the ones he pulled out. But definitely, again, all the stars. Robin Yount, Eddie Murray. I almost said Eddie Money there. George Brett again. And then a couple of Manny Sanguillen. So I know he had the Manny Sanguillen. So there must be some Pirates in there that he pulled out. All right, this thing of 1990 score. No, this is the 88 score. All right, all the inserts of the 88 score, maybe the whole set. It's supposed to be out of 36. Looks like there's about 36 in there, so maybe that's the whole set of that. And then this one's all beat up, but it's the Kellogg's, I think, 3D Superstar. But it's all 1976 kind of sports flicks type thing, but it's all cracked and everything else. So it's definitely been through a lot. All right, so let's see. So I don't know how to attack this, right? Let's see if I can give you guys a good view of it. Let's see if it's a numerical order. We got 587, so nope, not in numerical order as you can see. So let's see if he did it in team order of some sort. So that's what it looks like. All right, so it looks like he's got this in order from teams. So you got Joe Torre as the manager. Probably a recent transition from playing it over to manager at this point. But from the Mets, I don't know who exactly. You got Jerry Koosman. I think at this point, Nolan Ryan would be on the Angels. So, and we saw all the people that he was missing, and it really was the big stars. So, oh, look at that, Bobby Valentine playing the outfield, getting traded over from the Padres. Career 258 hitter, had 11 career home runs to this point. So that's what they always say, though. Those who can't coach, right? I guess that's what happened with Bobby Valentine. All right, so we got the Cardinals here. Probably get a Keith Hernandez, I would imagine. Not sure who else would be on this one. But Ted Simmons, right? Hall of Fame catcher. About midway through his career. He played for like another 10 years after that, which was pretty crazy. All right, try to keep these in order somewhat. Rangers. Okay, going into the Astros right now. No one. Art Howe. Joe Negro. No big names. Ugh. Doesn't help that I dropped this stuff. But Jose Cruz. I know he was a good batting leader for, he usually was right around 300 for them. Art Howe, another guy who became a player, then became a manager. There's Joe. Sure, his brother's on there. Is a horribly miscut card on the side. Bob Watson, another guy who transitioned to the front office from the field. Now, here we got Bobby Cox, looking pretty young. He stayed with the Braves for a while, I suppose. Obviously not going to get Hank Aaron, because I think at this point Hank Aaron had retired. Yeah, Gary Matthews, who had a son. There's Phil. So he had his brother Joe just a minute ago. And Roland Office. Oh. It's looking gnarly. We got the Yankees. You got Billy Martin. So this was the year, it's close to the year they either won it or either the next year. So this is the 78 top. So I think this is the year after they won it. Goose Gossage, right? Came right over from the White Sox. You got Ron Guidry. He had some really good years there with the Yankees. Sparky Lyle, I think he was like their closer possibly. I don't know. Greg Nettles, Lou Piniella, another guy who came out manager. Willie Randolph, all-star second baseman. Stole him from the Pirates. Not stole him, but I even got him from the Pirates. So they had some good players, but I think obviously the one missing there is Reggie Jackson. But I think, I don't know if you guys have seen that video, like they kind of discussed the turmoil between Reggie Jackson and Billy Martin and all of them. There's a little documentary about it. All right, Padres, not so sure who on the Padres. I mean, probably looking for a Ozzie Smith, which we know he's missing, so I think this would, I mean, this would be, if you were building out this set, this would be the perfect thing, because Sandy Alomar, father of Roberto and Sandy Alomar Jr., obviously, Bert By-11. So a lot of, you know, Doc Ellis, so a lot of low-level stars and some minor Hall of Famers in this, which is to be expected. I mean, it's what goes with the territory here with what I've seen so far. But to finish my thought, if we were looking to build out a set, I mean, this would be it. This is the perfect base to have for this set, and then you just kind of populate it with stars. So originally what I was doing was putting some of these aside, but I think what I'll do is I'll try to build out the set now. Now that I have this, I mean, these cards are in really good shape. And it'll be fun to kind of, as I go through a collection, getting more collections, seeing if I come across some 78s that I might, Skeletor. I might be able to, that's a shout out to Past is Alive. But if I can, you know, and I do have some of the stars. I know I have Nolan Ryan sitting around somewhere. I think I have the Reggie Jackson. I have the Reggie Jackson All-Star. It's Ken Griffey. Ray Knight. So I should be able to populate. I'll just probably get it back in numerical order here. Tom Seaver. All right. Here's a good one. Probably the best one we've gotten so far out of the group. We'll kind of put it aside here. Show you off, Tom. Show you off. All right, Giants. Yeah, because I think this will kind of be fun to put together. Kind of attack it a little differently. I mean, a lot of these, what I've been doing is obviously buying collections or things on Facebook, people posting, you know, bins and boxes of cards, going through and buying it. For the most part, it was Denny Martinez in his, starting out early in his career. And for the most part, you know, you're able to maybe parcel things out and sell them off and, you know, either make your money back or in some cases, you know, you do hit it good. In other cases, it's, you know, you're lucky if you get your money back, which has happened a few times. But, you know, for the most part, I've been trying to target like these type of vintage boxes, right? Where people are just essentially, hey, I just don't want this anymore. Here's, pay me whatever you want, just come get it, sort of thing. And those have been the most fun to kind of go through because, maybe they truly did get it from somebody else, or it was just taking up space in the basement and they realized they don't have the time to go through it. And then, of course, you get the flip side of it where you get the people who are, hey, it's Jerry Remy early in his career as well. You get the people who have a whole bunch of junk wax and they want you to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for it when it's not even worth the cardboard it's printed on for the most part. Those are the toughest ones to negotiate with people on because they feel they have something, it's a 30, 40-year-old card, but but there's 5 million copies of it, so it's not really worth what you thought it was going to be when you were 10 years old collecting it, whatever it was. So those are always the toughest ones to deal with. Other people, it's always better to deal with somebody who truly, got this from somebody else, and they were just like, you know what, I don't have time to go through it. You want to buy this collection? So those are the ones I try to target, and Facebook has been somewhat good with that. There's Dennis Eckersley. That's not too far off of his rookie. Yeah, it's only his, I think his rookie was 76, so 2 years off of that. So certainly some good ones. Earl Weaver, Hall of Fame manager. Ooh, that one got chewed up. Might have to replace that one. But let's put Dennis out there. You know what? That wasn't such a bad card. He deserves a little shout out. Oh, no, after all, he's going through some tough family issues right now anyway. His adopted daughter is in some trouble. Apparently she had a baby and abandoned the baby. So, but luckily they found the baby before any harm came to it. I'm sure it was here's Vita Blue. I'm sure it was in rough shape, but it sounds like the baby is going to be okay. But obviously the daughter is not going to be okay. I believe she's in custody now, or I'm not sure what charges come from this. Okay, somebody wrote on this one, forget what? I don't know what they wrote on this. I don't know what, I can't read what's on there. I was just thinking maybe I saw Bernhardt, so maybe there's something in relation to that, but I don't know. Somebody wrote on it. Might have to replace that card if I'm going to make a set. And that's going to be a tough one to replace too. Royals, yeah, we'll have to secure the George Brett in that one. All right, and let's see, Larry Parrish. I think that was Lance Parrish's brother. So that is fun though too. Like when you go through these cards, you do see how many, like this guy, Kevin Bell. My guess is that this is Buddy Bell's brother. He's the son of Don Bell, former shortstop in the Indian system. All right, and was Don Bell Buddy Bell's father? I can't remember. But it's like you go through these cards and you start seeing a lot of families, like, either these are the fathers of players who played in the late 80s, maybe early 90s. And then seeing those guys now have sons coming up in the league, right? And having their players, Bobby Witt is a good one, right? Pitcher, through the 80s into the early 90s. And now his son, Bobby Witt Jr., is a highly sought after rookie card for the Royals. So it's just kind of fun to see that happen. And obviously the biggest one was, here's Tim McCarver. You get the Griffies, right? It was a different Cubs card. I wonder why they did that this way and the other one's the other way. But just kind of fun to go through because you know there's a lot of players in these years that you've forgotten about or never even heard of. Here's Bobby Mercer. Goes over to the Yankees. Oh, came from the Yankees. Maybe he goes back to them. I know Bobby Mercer calls a lot of the games for the Yankees. Expos. All right, last group here. Oh, you got some checklists. Now these checklists are going to become pretty valuable too because they are unchecked, unmarked. And that's part of what makes these ones rare is that the fact that you don't get them unchecked too much anymore. All right, let's see. You got Tom Hume. You got these are a little banged up. Keogh. No one too crazy in that one. You got the home run leaders. You got Jim Rice and George Foster. You got George Foster and Larry Hissel. All right, let's see these. Raleigh Fingers. So here's Tommy Lasorda, Dusty Baker. Again, another player becoming a manager. And that's the other thing you get to see too, not only just the families, but like the guys who progress through their career, you know, go from, you know, a player over to some sort of front office role or in a management role. Reggie Smith, Steve Yeager, here we go. Bob Boone upside down. Why are these guys upside down? Whoa, nice afro. I gotta tip the cap to that one. Dave Johnson, another player turned manager. Jim Catt, there you go. All right, so overall, it was all commons, but no duplicates, right? Two of the best cards in that one, Tom Seaver and Dennis Eckersley. But a bunch of other low-level Hall of Famers and minor stars. But, wow, I probably have, I mean, you know, you can see the stack here. It's pretty big, so I got several hundred 78 cards and not a lot of duplicates. So maybe I will try and build a set. I got something going here. All right, we'll go into this one next. See ya.